Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Adventures in the TARDIS with me, Hiroshi, and the author, Quill.
Hi. Hi.
Funnily enough, I chose the happiest of the happiest music for the title Kiss of Darkness. But obviously we are not gonna use this music for the whole thing. It's just for the intro. And I
Why don't you remind the audience what title you had under the title?
Oh, did I have one? Yeah, I have. Why is that in here? Oh yeah, because I think I suppose that Ladybug was gonna ask that for Halloween. Because they asked for help, and it might be either the doctor or someone else, or somebody else. Let me be some normal conversational music.
Yep.
It's fine. It's a little bit sad, but that's fine. It can work.
Actually, in that case, that would be perfect.
Part 13. Kiss of Darkness. I look upon the other opponent, wondering about the hedge made of candle goddess, with a followed expression. My leadership had once again returned to the goddess disguise, and under one of those many statues that lured police to the goddess, both residents and tourists alike. Now, it looks like a very strange amalgamation of three creatures. One of them is a pony. The other is kind of looking like
Could
a
be.
minotaur, and the third one is really an amalgamation of all different creatures. I think I have seen that statue somewhere else before. You know the statue I'm talking about, right?
I believe I do, yeah. Well, why don't you show that on the screen?
I don't think I want to do that. I'm just gonna put one part of the statue. This is one part of the statue. This is the amalgamation. There are two other creatures right next to them. Oh, sorry. Three. I sit here in disguise while I wait for my prince to return. Supposedly he left to meet up with the other TARDIS crew. Apparently a crew that includes the Knight of the Hourglasses. Wow, that's a lot of acid. Original founders. After I was told to wait here, I once again realized how excluded I am from this group. Things are probably being discussed behind my back. Things I'm not privy to. It's just another reminder that I don't belong among this group. That's why I feel so sad. I want to be included. It sounds so exciting. Travel to the stars, then get all kind of alien civilization out there. To boldly go where nobody has gone before. This is the story of a game. that you have heard about. There you go. I want to belong. I want to come up in to the stars with others.
They are among us.
I mean, funny enough, it is even more fitting for her. Because I believe the killers are shapeshifters as well. But no, once again, over and over again, my face keeps reminding me I have some other important destiny to follow. One so vital that he cannot allow anything else to interfere with it. Not even my memories of encountering him. What a toad. Now the question is, yes, they can erase memories. But what about the feeling? This is a different part of not. I mean, yeah, that would be like, yeah, I have a feeling for some point, but I don't remember, right?
Yeah, it could be.
It would be funny if he deleting her memories is the causation of the whole, oh, I'm hungry for love, I need to feed on it. What?
He's supposed to protect the timeline.
Yeah. The irony here is, a secret agent. I'm used to encountering and withholding secrets. These are things just whispered in the shadows. Secrets we keep from the public eye. There was a long time left I felt important because of that. To know that I knew more than the rest of the police around me. It gave me an edge. I used to feel proud of that. Now I so badly want to say a little part of the PlayStation trailer of 007 that is coming out. There was a really nice quote for that. And, yeah, you hear me, our master secret agent, and if you fail, we will deny that we ever knew of you. But now, it is happening to me. Secrets are being kept from me by an otherworldly organization. The reason that is happening is I am too important to the world in this world. I am on the pedestal, just like I had always imagined. I might as well be one of the statues in this garden. Funny you say that. What a cruel irony.
Yeah.
To actually learn that the very reason I am important is keeping me from a more exciting destiny. It is keeping me from remaining with my friends. I used to be proud of all of this, but now I can't help but keep thinking back to how I used to be if I found out more about my lovely friends. I remember my second ambition. I wanted to transform. I wanted to become something that not only transcends kind, but every other race in existence. No matter what they can do as a race, I can match and surpass it because I can transform. I am better than everybody else, and even any other race that will exist. I am superior. That's right, I shall exterminate.
Yeah, they had that complex too.
What a joke. I feel like laughing now. There were so many steps I undertook to get as far as I did. I'm not done, but my goal is inside. I have to finish my project before the next summer solstice, where a star activity will occur at a specific space, but I can do it. Everything is lining up. I even think it is my destiny that this will happen. I mean, they did say it is your destiny. My pin said that Mira shares from a hive, and is under the rule of a queen chrysalis. When I think about that, it's so easy for me to imagine myself falling under that role and name. I've always hated my birth even for the name. It's always something I'm trying to turn away from. Ever since I survived the abuse, that being me is death. I wanted to escape this all. To be somebody else. No, you wanted to be something else. I stopped because I had the next sentence. To be something else.
To be or not to be.
I wasn't correcting her that no, you wanted to be something else. But it's not anything I have ever been before. The final transformation that will make any other transformation project obsolete. Like Final Fantasy.
Yeah, could be.
The hive is probably my clutch of cubs. That's ironic too. Here I am, the first time man who doesn't even want force. Wait, I don't think it was actually mentioned that she's infertile. It was being joked about or mentioned that somebody else might be making fun of her, but
Yeah, that was certainly hinted at when the mother talked about that as a squeamish thing, and then immediately Crackle yelled for her mother to get out.
yeah, so now it is actually proof from her. Maybe the mother and queen will end this generation of monsters. How will it work out? Are they my children? Or my minions? Banana! Will I love them? Or are they my tools? I mean, that is open the question here. The instruments of a character design? The creator told me that the transformation I want to undertake will involve dark magic. It used to me that I didn't care. All I cared about was the result, not the prize. Now, I care about the pain as well. I feel if I can achieve my ultimate dream, nothing else will ever matter again. I will become something that can transcend all others. The ultimate evolution. The one that helps any other potential race, because I can at least simulate what they can do. If they can transform too, then I'm guaranteed to surpass whatever they can do. And I can think, whatever you can do, I can do better. Suddenly
Oh yeah, and mimic the other person that is saying that.
it seems like the transformation is not going to be complete. Because we know that the changelings are not full transformations. They have the extra full transformation later on.
Well, yeah, the holes in their legs were supposed to be symbolic of uh, a deep emptiness that needs to be filled.
Yeah. But I think if this is how it's going to, I might be right that her mother is gonna make some problem, like in terms of transformation, and that's why it's gonna be like that. If she was to go to fully with the transformation, he would have become a changeling without the problems. And become actually something that can transcend all others. But now, I'm thinking about that price more carefully. Maybe that is why the others aren't welcoming me aboard their ships. I won't become something that they will consider loyal to them. I am not a hero in their eyes, or at least not up to their standards. The individual you become is a result of all your efforts and decisions. My parents has told me. The future is for you to decide. Notably, it will be based on all of your goals and ambitions before you met me. It didn't sound like he judged me when he said that, but I can still feel a distance between me and him. I finally found love, but it might as well be in a distant corner of the universe. He is not really here for me. Maybe, in his eyes, I am more like a client. Yes, actually. I mean, we know that he's here for Mirage. That's for you. I never loved any ponies before. I didn't want to either. But I seeing what it did to my mother, how it transforms her from a powerful and confident mare to a sniveling, making pinning for the good old days. I didn't want to ever inherit that weakness. I wanted much bigger weaknesses. This power to have and have never loved than to be loved and lost. Life is hard enough without accumulating even more murders and weaknesses. So you are saying that actually you losing your memories is actually better. Because then you didn't lose your love.
Yeah, it could feel that way. That you lose the pain too, except what you were talking about, maybe lingering emotions.
Yeah? But memories are not emotions, that's the problem. You will still feel that something is missing. But now that I have experienced love, it is hard to imagine my life without it. This will happen though. If my memories of my pain get later erased, then it will be like this love never existed. I mean, it was always a wanted love to begin with. What interesting remembered doesn't count later on. What is forgotten can be factored into any future decisions, not even with certain emotions. No, it can be. It may be I mean not one of grand either. I mean that is sadly true. Maybe that is for the best. I think in the pinnacle of perfection. Everything he says, does, and is simply right. He is making the right decisions that lead to victory, even if it's accomplished in a way he didn't expect. He is a winner to run through. That's why he ran away from the creature. The legend of a pure perfection of destiny. He ran on his shoulders, with the dignity of a true royal prince. Every iota of him, I took confidence. With him, I feel like I can achieve anything, even if it's only from within his long and dark shadow. The brightest bullet always get the darkest shadows. Isn't that a quote from the show?
Not sure about that. It might have been also from some fan content.
I know it is from a fan content as well. It is from the Lullaby for a Princess.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
Oh
know.
yeah, read the next sentence.
I know. Princess do not found out the hard way too. I still love that fan content. It's beautiful. This is the very first time I looked upon myself like I'm not the main character of my own story. I keep looking to him to decide my fate, because whatever he chooses to do, it always leads to victory somehow. I feel that so strongly. There's actually a statue of a bear waving a flag in this garden. He does so with more confidence. The statue is meant to represent victory. I can safely say, I have seen it for real now. What such a pony would look like if it was flesh and blood. The statue should depict him instead. It truly would fit. I mean, with time travel, you never know if it's him or not. In the later reality. I mean, we know he is not a Time Lord, but later he can be. He can become one.
He certainly didn't claim to be one. And what is that you're drinking?
Coffee. I mean, I
You got
didn't.
coffee then.
Yeah, I didn't work for 12 hours before I came here, so I am rather tired. At least my eyes are. So if you heard some zombie noises, that's probably me. That's behind the fact that I'm half of sleep. No other pony will come close to matching his share and glorious perfection. If I can have him in my life, then maybe it's impossible to forget him. No other pony will compare. No other pony will be as worthy of my love. Some pony will say it so effortlessly. Also, we don't even know that statue might be actually from a real pony. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not much.
that could be the case. Yeah. Shirley said it represents victory, but what if a real pony had existed that embodied those traits, and then they made a statue for her?
I mean, no, I meant that they made a statue from her.
A pony was turned to statue.
Yes. I mean, in that garden, it happened twice already. It's not much, but if I had a penny for each time, I would be 2 pennies richer. It really does happen though. If I truly do live the rest of my day immortal life, with my life without love in my life, what would that look like in the long gallop? To go on day by day, night by night, and never feeling it in the light, never feeling the warmth that grace can feel. I think that it might be what it might like me. Like, why do I want to say might like me? Might be like. I think I know what it might be like, because I've only been living it my whole life. It is a hole, an emptiness, a darkness that must be filled. Always hungry, always eating, always taking something from others. It's a black hole. I mean, you are 2 steps away from being able to time travel without a TARDIS. I mean, you know the wormhole theory, right?
Oh yeah, that it can stretch time too. The gravity's so strong it pulls everything, including that.
Yeah? And also the black hole theory as well.
Supposedly there could be power sources for a TARDIS.
The hole is a pain, but I don't know that. I can't recognize something like that until the hole is filled first. Before that point, it is like a chasm in the darkness. Or chasm, sorry, I always want to say chasm. You know that. I keep falling and falling. I can never see the bottom coming. But in a way, there is no bottom. In emptiness, how am I supposed to feel fulfillment? I may achieve my goal in becoming the ultimate life form, but from an emotional standpoint, will it really matter? Ladybug, you should really need to go and learn to meditate. Because meditation actually starts with emptiness. If you think about that.
Yeah, it could maybe help.
If you turn that emptiness into a positive emotion, then it will actually have you feeling correctly as well. Maybe I am an illusion that never I realized how fake I was. Maybe that my life is just a mess I have was for so long that I am mistaking it for my real face. I put a mask over a mask to have concealed my true identity, while little realizing I never truly knew what that was. Love. That was the only thing I ever felt in my life that gave me a glimpse and some true depth to reality. The very thing I was rejected seemed to have the answers I didn't realize I was seeking. I can miss something I never experienced before. That right there is a very false statement. But now that I have, there's a basis for comparison here. Except I'm going to be forced for this tool, along with the loss in any progress made on top of it. I guess this knowledge and experience has already transformed me, having to become something I wasn't before. Expecting love has already diverged my path, encouraging me towards something I hadn't considered before. Only by erasing this knowledge and feelings put me headed back to the path I was before. Knowing what I know now, it seems like to me a very dark trajectory. I mean, yeah, if she went along with this knowledge, he would. Just open up the picture and the whole thing. There you go. Then she will become a butterfly. Instead of being chrysalis.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess deep down, I'm still falling in the landless chasm in the hidden gem cave. I mean, there's a possibility that you are just hallucinating right down there. My lady, my prince goes out to me. I think it's gotten over to me, and One more match I sitting upon. I have news. I to update you with. Which one do you want? To use 1,000 animals? Please, come in Kekon. I did the request of him. My team blushed and I made this request of him. Kekon Corset. You are the only one I want to call my real name. Because I hate it. But for you, I would actually like it. My pins looks uncertain. He steps up beside me and stops. Are you sure? You are not in your maze form right now. I shake my hand at him and I say, it doesn't matter. You know who I am. I want you to acknowledge me for who I am. I mean, you should be the one acknowledging yourself first. I want a personal, intimate connection with you. I could call you Ladybug too. I mean, counter proposing. I mean, no. Yeah, we can have this one. You just some dark team. I shake my head again, and I say, I'm not doing my job right now. Besides, it isn't something I want known in public. Ladybug has a reputation. I only lose that mask when I'm on the job. My prince waves me off, as he says, as you wish, my lady, because it is then. You said you had news? I remind him. Yes. My prince confirms me, Lord. The store and his crew are here. In fact, we keep his answer in this garden. He says with a gesture behind him. Especially that statue right there. No, they are gonna be pointing at the blue telephone motion. They statue right now.
Well, maybe they can see it as a statue, but designed with an unusual paint job.
I mean, they don't have telephone boxes, so it's for them.
Yeah, they don't.
It is a very stage statue.
Right. Is that art or a mistake?
It's more than art. He said with a gesture behind him. Unlike my captain ship, though, his ship does not have a functioning chameleon circuit. Not actually. He has a functioning chameleon circuit, but it's broken. It is functioning, it can function, and he can fix it, but he doesn't want to. So it is stuck to the last form it had when it broke. In this case, it is some kind of blue box. A blue box, you say? I echo as I glance behind him, and I'm feeling a big path in a fairly wide path. Only, he's holding a thing to a kite, which is standing high above. It is very out of place. Right, in this garden, since there are so many motions for the thing to get caught in. It seems to be doing fine for the moment. Looking upon the Philly draws my piteous attention to her as well for a moment. He looked back at me and lifted an eyebrow. I think right why I told it was noteworthy. Because I never had a childhood. I think I heard it all of it before. I yawned as I looked at my pen. I mean, there's a possibility that the Carrion might be interested in that blue box. There is quite a bit here and there. An old blue box appearing in many places in history, but not alone. Just go back at me. I got some food. Even though I'm not gonna eat all the time. And it's gonna go cold.
You could reheat it later.
And not really, it's sandwich. You know, it gets
Well, in that case, it doesn't need reheating, right?
no, it's a hot sandwich.
Ah, okay.
Now, do you see the point of the comedy second? My please ask me. Without it, it is too easy to send notes in history. I am not only the captain that ship, but the ability to blend in. That was indicative of the role they saw for themselves at the time. Throughout time and space, while remaining hidden in the background. Doctor, however, was always remembered in the native society. Yeah, I mean, he saw the TARDIS to begin with. The outlier that didn't do things the way he says normal did things. Consider what he has done since, that may have been a blessing in disguise. Take me, for example. I paid gestures to himself. Being a merchant and a prince is something to my society can easily accept. They made me for that role because that was a niche that they needed me to fill. Being a rogue and an adventurer too though, that's beyond the bounds of my nation's expectations of me. I like to do things on my own with my own hooves, more often, rather than ordering some servant to do it for me. Sometimes I do rely on servants, especially if they can do something I can. For example, the artificers I have hired such as my gear. But when and if I encounter a situation that I can fulfill on my own, I would do that. I like to be involved whenever possible. I go faster that way. And then suddenly, what's his name? The Minotaur showed up behind him that looking disapprovingly. No, you are not going anywhere without me.
That'd be curb stomp.
Yeah, custom. I remember he said, alone. On my own. And you would tell her to do that, but custom would not let you do that alone. I stand up and dust myself off. Then look eyes with on my paint. Then and I asked him, well, now the doctor and his crew have arrived. What is the next step? You, my dear, it's wait for me here. My face encourages me as he applies his hooves to my shoulders, and then he pushes me back down to a sitting position on the bench. On my way down, I feel a painful sting on my left shoulder. Ow! I complained and looked at his hoof on my left shoulder. What was that? Ah, don't worry, I just put a tracking device on you. So I can check where you are in time and space.
Okay. Well, if you're right, you could see how it could be useful, since she also knows that she's targeted by, or potentially targeted by Mirage.
Uh, what? What was what? I mean, at me, seeming confused. Something got me on my left shoulder. I complained. It wasn't me. See? My PCS as serious as I'm too. Maybe it was some kind of mark. I mean, attacking device is some kind of mark as well. They do like to crawl around with an unusual decay of frequency. I mean, I would be worried if a random bug just happened to bite you. Remember, you are facing some creature that can change into anything.
Aside from that, though, Crackle is unusually comfortable around bugs.
I believe the hacker would be able to identify the bug from the bite mark.
Well, yeah, it could be. She's an entomologist.
But because it's on her shoulder, she will be able to see as much.
Oh, maybe with a mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, could be. I accept the alternative and look at him in objection and confusion. But why do you want me to wait for you here? Because the rest of us are about to leave. My face tells me. As for long. We are just going to take off with each of our ships synced to arrive at the same time at destination. This is honestly very early in the history of the Knight of the Hourglass. From the Doctor's perspective, to more fully utilize the resources that we need to use for this mission, we are going to give him a tour of our space station that we use as headquarters for the night. Did they make a space station on that meteor?
Well, he's claiming that the Knights of the Hourglass has a space station.
Ooh, that sounds neat. Why can't I go? I expressed happily and I'm proud and I remind him. But information you would plenty. If you want to leave, then we aren't going for long. My face assured me. A few minutes at most. I can see how long it will be for us. But we actually not to arrive back where and when we started. We will land back at the same spot we took off from. Even after we departed. From there, we will resume the rest of this mission. And at that time, we will be more prepared. I mean, imagine they leave, and then the bug appears, takes her, and then when they reappear, she's missing already.
Well, yeah, there's a chance of that.
That sounds promising. I accept with a shrug. Why didn't go too low? Because you are an anchor for me, being for critical events that have yet to transpire in this one. He answered. So which has anything to do with where we are going. I have already cast the line, listening to you and explaining what we are about. He shook his head. So there is no way I can justify any excuse to let you off world for sure. You must be on the right shoulder, reassuringly. We'll be back before you know it. I promise. I frown and I say, well, alright then. I guess I'll just think here. waiting. Ooh, also, if Mira is listening to this, somewhere here, close by, you just turn into the prince. And then, I'm back, come with me.
Okay, yeah, sure. She'd certainly be capable of it if she has a sample to compare it to. Like, she would have to have seen the prints. And just relying on a description, you might have some flaws.
I mean, I already said that I think that she was a cat. And if she was a cat, she has seen the prince. When you come back, will I finally meet this also wanting doctor of yours? It depends on what we discover. Decide why we are gone. My prince expert. At the very least, I should come back. You only met and know me. So there is little reason to expand your knowledge any further than I already have. Like I said earlier, I crossed the line just doing that. I sigh suddenly. Then I say, I know what it is to like what it's like to work for an agency. Then I couldn't keep a secret. If you need to go, then just go. I should leave off. Like I said, I'll be right here, waiting. My face gives me a sympathetic expression. I see gently brushing a hoof along my left cheek. I close my eyes and sigh in pleasure this time. I let it to his touch. He doesn't say anything to me this time. I can think about another reason why. It may be, there's plenty he wants to tell me, but we are worlds apart. In a sense, the two of us can only shout and or stare at each other as we each stand on our own side of a cliff, but it's metaphorically wider than apart. I mean, not only metaphorically, but probably also physically as well. In both time and space. Then he spins about to abruptly leave. And I watch him go and make myself a puppet. I will use all of my free power to remember, despite never robbing me of my voice of them later. I mean, you know what I will do? I know it will go against time. But I will go to Carrion and ask if there's a possibility to store memories. I mean, we know there are. Also, you could just write everything down.
Ah, there you go.
There's no need for magic, you can just write everything down. I mean, yeah, they would probably any story of that if they knew about it. I may never love again. What's the point in trying? Nothing I can measure up to perfection. Hello, mother. A fellow introduces from nearby.
Okay, you can actually change the music now to something really dark.
Listen, I don't think I have anything too dark at the moment.
If you can't find anything, the current music was okay. That at least sounds interesting.
I mean, we don't have to look, but yeah, it's fine. It's funny. The title is The Girls Lost Memories.
It really says that?
Yeah. And I know what it is because we just finished that chapter in Italy. I remember her in confusion, and then it was the same like big pony, flying a fairy like that. He used to hold a thing to a kite, but it's gone now. It probably gets night in one of the many hedges around this garden. What did I say? Confused, I remember my old form. I'm currently wearing the form of a minting cane unicorn mare. My mane and tail is white. I don't know why, but for some reason I like to imagine that the mane and tail of this form is dyed white. For some reason the mare is pretending to be like to do a little bit of shifting of her own. I think back, that's myself in that if I assume this form to be some pony specific. But what my report is, as far as I can tell, no. You made up this form with a combination of features from other maps you collected over the years. It is your OC. Despite that, the
Yeah,
possibility
basically.
you resemble some pony who actually exists by sheer coincidence. Some pony who has nice hands. A man who apparently looks like this of his mother. Ah, no, little one, I deny. Never will make on the little filly. I am not your mother. I am your father.
There you go.
Ethan, I mean, in a sense, he kind of is more like their father, right? He didn't actually give birth to them, but it is her DNA that's in them. I tell her quickly, I wandering in horror. I see this fairy change her own form. Another nightmare straight too. Her eyes seem to sink into her skull, and your one looks like empty holes, and the tiny emerald flame poured in the center. Her big hand drains the color and becomes black. Her first sinks into your body and becomes a kitten, like extra shell. Horns go in her legs, and a few meters to her coconut black horn. There are now metal like wings on her back. Her nest looks like it's aged, and soil is saturated in just a few seconds. The white of the nest turned nearly black, empty, and tattered. I am the perfect humanoid form of that.
Alright, let's check it out. Well, there you go.
I mean, in her eye, it could be very close to that.
Especially the attire, but it's also kind of creepy.
Regardless of what changes she made, one thing remained consistent. For some reason, she maintained her size and ability, or the whole life, height and form. Whatever she is, she appears to be very young, and nightmarish version of the species. Oh, but you are, Mother.
Okay.
There's about thing more clips in what is now a guidely multi voice. I can tell how many voices sound like it is speaking in unison. At least you are, in my native time. Mirage! I whisper in horror. Is that you? He took a hold of this eye hole, so a cool, both narrow as she said surely. So, they did tell you about me. Good. That will make induction swifter. We can skip the formalities then, and get to the main part. You know, I was going to leave you alone. You stay on your side of the fence, and I am mine. After all, it's a thing with you when it's a intrude from my own history. By now, they probably told you why. I didn't expect them to attempt to recruit you though. Wasn't that their own policy about discussing with time? I figured you were out of bounds sort of rule. Yet, here you are. I mean, yes, I'm here. Didn't you see? They left me here. I'm not part of the party. Looking at the background, I'm confused. Why no other police reacting to this bug monster? They just madly thought on. And the two of us aren't even here. Then my eyes widened in further horror. When those bullets, and indeed, enter the terrain starts to shift. The bullets become empty shadows, and the enemies around us go to the towering height. And now, seems to have towards the lean blood. The sky above turns dark and crimson. Ominous thunder roars across the sky. Okay, I was wrong. Mirage is not the Daring Lady. But she is Itachi, and the one. Giving you the
Yeah, just about.
an illusion? It has to be. This is probably what Crosstalk and his family saw in the form of fear. Bad news, mother. My parents push your daughter command me. He said some nightmare boy like hell, as she said. Despite everything they told you, I'm not surprised you figured this out. The mother I know isn't as bright as you. I guess it is because you are accustomed to putting in more effort to your brain power. Because you are a secret agent in this time. What a shame you did not hold those habits and watch later. But at least you might spawn the ghosts. That's probably the last best thing you will ever do. So you are telepathic. I realized in horror. Wow! You are on a roll right now, mother. That's why I need to deal with you. Wow. The Phyllis is working, which I think my son in the chain link, takes a massive step forward. About same ignite of the hall, just a moment, for just a moment. Sorry, a second later, 3 years later the device is hovering next to her hand. But again in a deep green aura. A green aura that I have seen before. I made it taking that. Yoinks! He said, as she got the device with her floating tiny emerald flames in the hole of her skull. What is it you want? I asked her fearfully. Revenge! And now we are progressing through time and space. And make her into the other brother who actually wants revenge.
And you just compared her to Itachi earlier.
Yeah. That's not because of the me. But in a sense, it could be worse. She's only a negative boss against me. Raging against all the Time Lords. After what they have done to us, I will wipe them out from existence. He's more like talking about the Symbiote. Not about the chain link. Us? I cry carefully. What do you mean? What do I have to do with? I am not talking about you, he tells me. You are just a mate. What am I talking about is me. Both of me. Mirage and the Symbiote. We are one. We speak as one. We are the eternal hammer of vengeance. All authority that once stood over me shall be purged in their own way. The doctor was trying to kill me almost a century ago. The master for attempting to betray, slay, and abandon me at the same time. And finally you, mother, the ugly tyrant, who used to use us all as slaves. Okay, this proves that there were not two Symbiotes, there was only one. The doctor said that, she said that the doctor tried to kill me.
That's right, that's what she said.
He looked to me in respect. But you told me fair, mother. I have learned how much you and your second organization. And now the tables have turned, and been turned. But once I had been your loyal and humble slave. Now, I am the master. And the master shows up. Are you sure about that? I mean, he can be in this timeline as well. He's a Time Lord, after all.
Yeah, that's not a mistake why she chose that wording. Oh, and it may also remind you of a line from Star Wars.
Does it?
Where once I have been your student, now I am the master.
Ah, yes. It was like, oh, I didn't think that anyone was a slave in there. Wait! I mean my whole family between us. I am not the man you are thinking of. You don't have to ever mean that way. We'll make a better future together. I will not be swayed by you. You empty and run shell. What's the value you have left? I have told with my own horse. These other steps closer to me. At this point, we have had them bottle to bottle, or some equivalent for a race. I mean, I am telling a quote to her, what she said. You are just a mate. True. But who gets in the mate? She thinks that, yeah, I'm gonna use you as mate. But you are actually biting on that mate right now. It is so obvious that they left her alone for a reason.
You're not confused about who she's supposed to be the bait for, right?
Yeah. And it seems the fish has actually bitten. I mean, I can tell that they are just listening to this whole conversation right now.
It was established earlier too that the Salazar, or by his claim at least, and actually he proved it too, has a recording device.
Yeah, and the bug didn't bite her shoulder.
Yeah, what was that about?
It was a bug. And he didn't lie. It was a bug.
Yeah, that could be something.
That's what we call a listening device. A bug.
True.
The love what you once took from me forcefully, I shall now give you willingly. Tell me in a menacing tone. And we shall seal this pact with a kiss. I will see your first kiss. Ha!
By the way, there was that mention you had the chapter title. Who is this kid?
I mean, I didn't think it was this one, but
Yeah, but you're still a little bit on the money there.
I mean, it didn't say the line. But sure. She suddenly goes no fangs hanging from the upper part of her maw. With it, she stabbed it into my neck with the speed of a viper. I looked back into the thorny hedges behind me. I sketched my back up faithfully. I feel injecting something hot into my neck. A kind of venom, perhaps? No, we are venom. Whatever it is, it doesn't make me dizzy and weak. I collapse to the ground. You wanted to war so badly beyond this panic and rise. He reminded me and rises back of her fangs with a hoof. Now you have it. My dark kiss is upon you. Enjoy! In the meantime, it's okay how as I am told, because of your training. Let me introduce you to a spell that you have taught me. Watch and learn. Is she gonna take her place? Or at least try to take her place? Probably, yes. You know what's her hand? When it ignites with a gain about flame, she raised her hand directly up. Then later, a fire ignites on the ground around me. It goes in a circle. Until it completely around me. After that, the ground seems to become soft, like becoming an invisible cloud. When I sink into the ground, my consciousness completely fades away. The end. As red letters show up in the middle of my eyesight. You have been slain. I mean, the tableaus are definitely letting this happen.
Yeah, that's quite possible.
I mean, they have access to a time device. If they wanted to, they could go back in time, because this is not a set place, that time.
Do you want to check out the author's note, or at least the pictures therein?
Yeah. There's no pictures.
Oh no. Come on.
This is the first time one of the story arcs has a dark conclusion. Is it? Part of the reason is because it was meant to be the ending of the arc. Yeah, it was a little bit faster midpoint. Yeah, there is something about the character with the destiny to become a major villainess of the show, and first arc with a dark and tragic ending. I mean, she definitely is not dead, because if she was dead, then Mirage wouldn't be able to be born. No, I must admit, the ending surprised me too, shortly before I wrote it. I had the vision of other things that should happen later on, and I thought it would take place because perspective. But for sure, this can't occur in the next arc, because she simply isn't there. So I killed her. If another return to this story, he will have to be rescued first, before a role in this story resumes. Everything comes around. But he has a thinking and listening device, they know what happened, and they prepared to just pull their fishing rod back. And this is what I see. I mean, I was wrong at Mia taking the form of the prince. He didn't need to. But I was right that the moment that they left, she appeared.
I tried to fix the link. Go ahead and reload the page. It might work now.
Ah.
Basically, what Mirage. I'm sorry what Crackle saw. You remember the circle of flames in the show, right?
Yeah?
All right. Also, what did you think of the chapter and the entire arc? Because it actually got concluded.
Nothing is concluded. No, it has nothing is concluded at the moment.
Oh, more. Then let's just say it's paused.
Yeah, I would say it is actually in the middle part, as literally what you said here as well. So the whole thing is Hmm. I'm confused why Mirage actually needs the sewing device. I don't believe she needs it for the actual crystal binding.
Right. That was supposed to not negate changeling magic. If it's from the predecessor of the Crystal Throne, that is.
There you go. It said everything what I think is gonna happen.
Okay. Well, did she? That Mirage fell for a trap first that the other Time Walker set up.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use you against the fisherman.
Well, anyway, this chapter also gave you a hint of what's coming up, so it's not really a spoiler. They were planning to go take the Doctor to the space station of the Time Walkers. So if you can design any splash pages that might revolve around that, that gives you a heads up.
Oh.
And the arc is called A Quick Detour.
That have I heard that before, right?
You're right.
Do I actually have it in here in the same one? No, we have the file text process here. I don't know where it is somewhere here. I'm gonna search for it.
Okay.
Not we are definitely gonna take something to.
Thank you. And thank you for the reading, too.
Maybe time will change. There's a possibility that even though that, oh yeah, you will have to become the Queen of Darkness at one point. There's still gonna be a lot of problems.
Also
I
be
mean,
looked at as story hooks.
yeah, that's the problem. If Queen Kissa doesn't happen, then expect a fault. If you think about that, if there are no changelings that change into the changelings, who later on have the cast and the Expressio, I guess they just fault.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one of them even synergized with the Tree of Harmony, too.
Yeah.
So, no Ocellus without Chrysalis.
And no Tale of Restoration. Either. I mean,
It-
that's what I call
yeah.
it.
It, as I mentioned before, that pattern could just keep on going, too. What if, like, some changeling from the distant future saved an entire world, but that's undone because Chrysalis doesn't exist?
I mean, you know what is possibility? of
What?
Mirage taking the part of history of Chrysalis. Yeah, I'm gonna tie you up and I'm gonna take your place. I'm gonna do everything how you need.
You know what's interesting? I found out later on after I wrote the character. There really was a changeling named Mirage in history, ancient history, and one of the artifacts that made that uh, magic sucking thing that Cozy Glow made was an artifact that was made by Mirage. There was actually even a portrait of her once in the school because they were doing a spellventure hunt and looking for those artifacts behind various things. One of them had a picture of a changeling wearing some kind of cowl, and that probably was Mirage.
You mean this one, right?
Yep.
It seems like the first extra changeling that is actually trying to be part of the Holy Society.
It's interesting you managed to find that picture so quickly.
Yeah, it is as well because I don't remember that picture either.
I happened to catch one of Twilight's speeches upon a rewatch, and it turns out that was the name of the changeling.
And you know how I found it? All I wrote down is a Mappy Mirage.
There you go. Yeah. Um. So maybe Mirage was meant to travel back to the past and influence history with the creation of that scepter that was in the picture, which was spoken of in this arc. That she made some kind of artifact that created the fog of fear. Which is kind of similar to Itachi's power.
And all the ninjas' power. So we are gonna keep a hold of this Mirage story for now, and later on coming back to it. That's what I assume.
After a quick little detour?
After the detour, yeah.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I mean, the doctor definitely have to put the what is her name? The not doctor, Elira.
Dr. Kelly?
No.
Oh, right. Okay, the pony doctor.
Yeah. The not doctor.
Okay, you can call him Time Turner.
That's what. I know it was time something, but but not coming to my tongue. You have to put them down. Definitely.
They're gonna check out the space station too. You can actually see why they're doing this from Prince Salazar's perspective. They're gonna start cooperating with the founder of the Time Walkers, but they're gonna participate in a pretty challenging mission. So in order to help cope with that, introduce the Doctor to the resources that the Time Walkers have to offer.
Yeah, I wonder what is gonna be more important than Mirage. I mean, they have the time. They have the time and space in their hands.
Oh yeah, right.
But it needs to be something very important.
As prepared as Mirage tried to be, she doesn't have a time machine, so she's got to wait for them to come to her.
I mean, they might be preparing for something.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I see when we get there. That's gonna be next week. Because tomorrow, we are gonna be continuing the Element of Justice.
Elements of Justice, right?
With 55,
and then,
from what we saw from the channel.
And then, after that, we'll be hunting for even more justice.
Yes, indeed.
Because we didn't get enough of that from just the base elements.
So we have Adventures in the Justice and then Elements of the Justice.
No, Hunters of Justice. They're still trying to find it.
So I mentioned this in the Adventures in the Justice.
Well, finding the elements of justice is elementary.
My dear Watson. I mean, they have Sherlock Pony now, so who knows? They might have Watson as well.
There you go.
But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and see you tomorrow at the same time with Elements of Justice.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Why is that? What? Kid here? Yeah.
It's your mom.
Is it a detour? We have the time. We have the technology.
Yeah. I mean, this is not the probably we are gonna have a different splash page for that.
It is a cool splash page you made here. I like it.
But we can assume that the Nerfy is a changeling as well.
What a twist! Turns out everyone's a changeling, and each of them thought they weren't.
I mean, this can happen.
Right?
I mean, yeah, don't fight me, fight your own clone.
Right.
But yeah, good night everybody.
Right.